All India Radio presents Morning News. The headlines. President Droupadi Murmu to confer Pravasi Bhartiya Samman Award upon 27 overseas Indians today. Uttarakhand government decides to demolish unsafe buildings in Joshimath. Delhi government imposes 3-day ban on BS3 petrol and BS4 diesel four-wheelers from today in view of worsening air quality. Union Home Minister Amit Shah to launch new light and sound show at Red Fort in Delhi today. And in cricket, first ODI of the 3-match series between India and Sri Lanka to be played at Guwahati this afternoon. And now the news in detail. President Droupadi Murmu will confer Pravasi Bhartiya Samman Awards upon 27 overseas Indians during the valedictory session of the 17th Pravasi Bhartiya Divas Convention in Indore. The award is conferred as part of the Convention on Non-Resident Indians, persons of Indian origin, or an organization established and run by non-resident Indians in recognition of their outstanding achievements in India and abroad. On the sidelines of the convention, President of Suriname, Chandrika Prasad Santokhi, and President of Guyana, Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, will call on President Murmu. Prime Minister Narendra Modi formally inaugurated the Pravasi Bhartiya Divas Convention yesterday. He appealed to document the lives, struggles and achievements of overseas Indians in various countries. He called upon the Indian diaspora to strengthen India's unique global vision and its important role in the global order.
Your role as India's brand ambassador is diverse. You are brand ambassadors of Make in India, yoga and Ayurveda, cottage industries and handicraft. You are also brand ambassadors of India's millets. The 2023 has been declared by the United Nations as the International Year of Millets.
Talking about India's growth in various sectors, Mr. Modi said it has the potential to become the world's skill capital with knowledge centers. He said today India is among the top economies of the world with largest startup ecosystem. The Prime Minister urged the Indian diaspora to keep abreast of India's progress along with cultural and spiritual information so that they can tell the world about India. Prime Minister Modi also met President of Suriname, Chandrika Prasad Santokhi, on the sidelines of the Pravasi Bhartiya Divas Convention. Both leaders held discussions on cooperation in areas of mutual interest. Mr. Santokhi appreciated the restructuring of Suriname's debt by India arising from lines of credit availed. More from our correspondent.
The President Droupadi Murmu will present Pravasi Bhartiya Samman Awards to 27 individuals and organizations at the closing ceremony of 17th Pravasi Bhartiya Divas Convention. The Pravasi Bhartiya Samman Award are given to overseas Indians, organizations and institutions who work for better coordination about the India abroad, support India's achievements and work for the welfare of Indian community. The President will also call on Chandrika Prasad Santokhi, President of the Republic of Suriname, and Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali, President of the Republic of Guyana before the closing ceremony. On the third and final day of the Pravasi Bhartiya Divas Convention, two separate sessions will also be held under the chairmanship of Union Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman and Union Minister for Education, Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Dharmendra Pradhan, with Pooja P. Vardhan, Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Indore.
The Uttarakhand government has decided to demolish unsafe buildings at Joshimath. The town, which is witnessing land subsidence, has been divided into 3 zones: danger, buffer and completely safe zones based on the magnitude of possible danger. The move comes after the Joshimath area was declared disaster-prone. According to Chamoli District Disaster Management Authority, 603 buildings in Joshimath town have developed cracks so far. Secretary to the Chief Minister, R. Meenakshi Sundaram, said the buildings which have sustained the maximum damage will be demolished. He said the administration is conducting a survey to assess the danger and buffer zones. We spoke to District Magistrate of Chamoli, Himanshu Khurana, about the latest situation in Joshimath.
हमने जो ऐसे क्षेत्र हैं जहां पर लगातार भू धसाव हो रहा है और घरों में क्रैक्स ऐसे हो गए हैं कि वो असुरक्षित हैं, तो उन क्षेत्रों को हमने असुरक्षित घोषित कर लोगों को हम लगातार वहां से इवैक्यूएट कर रहे हैं। फिर ऐसे नियर बाय एरियाज हैं उनकी विसिनिटी में जो भी अगर कुछ ज्यादा भू धसाव की दशा में अगर वो भी प्रभावित होंगे तो उनको भी हम इवैक्यूएट करा रहे हैं। और जो भी ये लोग जिनको भी हम इवैक्यूएट करा रहे हैं उनको होटल्स, धर्मशाला और गेस्ट हाउसेज हमने एक्वायर किए हैं जहां पर उनको हम अभी अस्थायी रूप से स्थापित कर रहे हैं और सभी रिलीफ मटेरियल हम वहीं पर उनको उपलब्ध करा रहे हैं। जो असुरक्षित क्षेत्रों में ऐसे मकान या भवन आइडेंटिफाई किए जाएंगे उसमें सेंट्रल बिल्डिंग रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट रुड़की की सलाह और उनके पर्यवेक्षण में जैसे वो बताएंगे उनके सलाह अनुसार हम जो बिल्डिंग्स आइडेंटिफाई की जाएंगी जो अनसेफ है उनका हम ध्वस्तीकरण भी सभी सेफ्टी मानकों के अनुसार करेंगे।
Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has assured the state of all the possible help in the wake of the land subsidence in Joshimath. The CM said that Prime Minister was apprised of the situation in Joshimath and is taking regular updates. The Delhi government has imposed a ban on plying of BS3 petrol and BS4 diesel four-wheelers from today in view of the worsening air quality. The restrictions will be in place till the 12th of January. In its order, the Delhi Transport Department said the owners of vehicles found plying in violation of the rule will be prosecuted under the Motor Vehicles Act, which provides a fine of 20,000 rupees. Union Tourism Minister G. Kishan Reddy reviewed the preparations for G20 meetings to be held in Gujarat. The high-level review meeting chaired by Mr. Reddy in Ahmedabad yesterday was attended by the State Tourism Minister and the officials of Gujarat Tourism Department. Necessary arrangements at various tourist places of Gujarat were reviewed, including Dholavira and Dhordo, in view of the visit of G20 representatives. The first education group of G20 countries will meet from the 31st of January to the 2nd of February in Chennai. A meeting was held yesterday to review the preparations for the event. The Ministries of External Affairs, Education, the state government and a team from IIT Madras participated in the meeting. Another review meeting was held with the officials of Information and Broadcasting at Chennai on the events relating to the G20 summit. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan reviewed the preparation for Pariksha Pe Charcha 2023 in New Delhi yesterday. The program is scheduled to be held on the 27th of this month at Tal Katora Indoor Stadium in Delhi. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Pradhan called for expanding engagement with students, parents and teachers on the upcoming Pariksha Pe Charcha, in which Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inspire the students to beat exam stress and excel. Science and Technology Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh released the theme of National Science Day 2023 at a function in New Delhi yesterday. The theme of the National Science Day this year is Global Science for Global Well-being, to raise public appreciation of scientific issues in global context. National Science Day is celebrated every year on the 28th of February to commemorate the discovery of the Raman effect by Indian physicist Sir C.V. Raman. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Home Minister Amit Shah will inaugurate the new light and sound show, Jai Hind, at the Red Fort in Delhi today. A total of 700 people can watch the show, to be showcased in Hindi and English. The light and sound show in Red Fort is being started after a gap of almost 5 years. The Ministry of Culture said in the new avatar of the show, a dramatic presentation of bravery and the history of India from the 17th century to the present day will be shown. The ministry said the 1-hour show, divided into 3 parts, will bring to life key episodes from India's history, including the rise of the Marathas, the 1857 War of Independence, the rise of the Indian National Army, among others. The ministry said the country's progress over the past 75 years will also be presented by using all forms of performance art, projection mapping, live action films, light and immersive sound, actors, dancers and puppets. World Hindi Day is being observed today. The day is commemorated every year with the objective to promote use of Hindi language abroad. On this day in 2006, the first World Hindi Conference was held in Nagpur with the aim to promote the language worldwide. Since then, every year, 10th of January is observed as the World Hindi Day. The Ministry of External Affairs and Indian missions abroad also observe the day annually. Over 175,000 Indians will perform the Hajj this year. Ministry for Minority Affairs Smriti Irani said that India has signed the Hajj 2023 bilateral agreement with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. In a series of tweets, Ms. Irani said, over the last 2 months, her ministry has had extensive consultations with all the stakeholders. She said, India's Hajj policy 2023 will be announced in the next few days. The minister extended gratitude to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the Hajj quota of 175,025 people to India. The National Health Authority has introduced a new system to measure and grade hospital performance under the flagship scheme Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. The new model aims at shifting the focus of measuring the performance of hospitals from the volume of services provided to the value of healthcare services. Here, the payment will be outcome-based and providers will be rewarded according to the quality of the treatment delivered. The Health Ministry said the new model will reduce the effects of the disease in the population in the long term. Sri Lanka's cabinet has approved new electricity tariffs to reflect the cost of coal and power generation, which will take effect this month. Power Minister Kanchana Vijayasekara tweeted that cabinet approval was granted to amend general policy guidelines for the electricity industry and to implement cost-reflective tariff. India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast abatement in cold wave conditions in the plains of northwest India and adjoining central India from today due to the approaching western disturbance in western Himalayan region. Talking to EIR News, Director General of IMD, Dr. M. Mohapatra said, under the influence of western disturbance, the temperature in northwest India and adjoining central India will go up gradually, providing some relief from the prevailing cold wave. Dr. Mohapatra said there will also be abatement in the dense to very dense fog conditions today. Dr. Mohapatra said rainfall and snowfall is also expected in Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand from tomorrow. Meanwhile, Senior PRO of Northern Railway, R.K. Rana, said that 35 trains are running late due to fog.
घने कोहरे की वजह से आज 35 रेलगाड़ियां लेट चल रही हैं। बिहार, पंजाब, उत्तर प्रदेश, हरियाणा में घना कोहरा छाया हुआ है और सुरक्षा ही रेलवे की प्राथमिकता है। मेरा रेल यात्रियों से अनुरोध है कि 139 पर संपर्क करके ही घर से निकलें ताकि उनको किसी प्रकार की असुविधा न हो।
In cricket, first one-day international of the three-match series between India and Sri Lanka will be played at Borsapara Cricket Stadium in Guwahati today. The match will begin at 1:30 p.m. Skipper Rohit Sharma, who missed India's last two bilateral series, is back to lead the team. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Anuja. All the dailies are mentioned about the ongoing Pravasi Bhartiya Diwas in Indore. The Hindu cites kicking off a scheme permitting up to 3,000 degree-holding citizens to live and work in each other's countries for a period of 2 years under the headline, India, Britain sign and exchange letters for young professionals scheme. Citing Panth car crash, government issues advisory to TV channels over disturbing visuals, reports a Tribune. According to Central Pollution Control Board, BS3 petrol and BS4 diesel cars banned from Tuesday to Friday as Delhi air quality worsens again in the national capital, writes the Hindustan Times. Railways readies 18,000 crore rupees plan for upkeep of Vande Bharat train, writes the Economic Times. And finally, the Times of India writes about a revamped show fusing art and cutting-edge technology.
Thank you, Subhadra. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President Droupadi Murmu to confer Pravasi Bhartiya Samman Award upon 27 overseas Indians today. Uttarakhand government decides to demolish unsafe buildings in Joshimath. Delhi government imposes 3-day ban on BS3 petrol and BS4 diesel four-wheelers from today in view of worsening air quality. Union Home Minister Amit Shah to launch new light and sound show at Red Fort in Delhi today. And in cricket, first ODI of 3-match series between India and Sri Lanka to be played at Guwahati this afternoon. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.